Laugh tracks. Probably one of the most annoying reoccurrences in sitcoms. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but laugh tracks genuinely make me angry. I mean, half the time they put the all too familiar in scenes that are not funny whatsoever.
So now, what is this now?
Googly worm.
And this?
Glow pop jiggly jam.
Made it so funny.
Like, I feel like they just use laugh tracks to fill in all the awkwardness that weirdly wording jokes or quirky one-liners bring. And while the so-called live studio audience is busting a lung, you're just... Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I hate shows that use laugh tracks, because I don't. Some of the best sitcoms have laugh tracks, but I am saying that laugh tracks are an unreasonable pet peeve of mine that get on my nerves more than I'd like to admit. Why are they laughing? The main character just got diagnosed with a terminal illness. There is nothing funny about that. Oh my god. Yeah. Now come on, you know that most of the funniest sitcoms have no laugh track at all. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The ones that just let you wallow in that awkward silence that just makes everything more hilarious.
We all need to be very careful, okay? Remember, this little guy's 25 now, and he has cataracts in both eyes. He has severe arthritis. Jerry's gonna look after him.
Yes, I am. We are both on the same diabetes medication. Are you my glucotrol buddy? Are you? Huh?
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, I just gotta be honest, I don't know what the big deal is.
Get out.
Now, you're probably wondering, what was the point of this? Besides me wanting to talk about my weird hatred of fake laughter, it is because I will be making a petition that I would like everyone to sign so we can get rid of laugh tracks for good. Yes, I'm just joking, but not really. I hope you feel just as passionately about laugh tracks as I do, because I don't want to be the weird one here. You're the weird one for not getting mad. Well, that's all I have for you today. Bye.
So I'm going to be doing a quiz on YA books to see. So basically, my mom gave me like $50 to buy books on Barnes & Noble, and I need to find what book I need to read. So I'm going to take quizzes and figure out what book I am going to buy with this money. I know other books I'm going to buy, of course, because I've got like a big list of books I got to read. Let's take the quizzes. Let's see what this first one is. We'll give you a YA book to read based on your book preferences. So pick your favorite genre. Dystopians, a no. Adventure, fantasy, historic fiction, mystery. I don't like mystery. I don't like mystery. So, but fantasy is my all-time favorite. So many books like fantasy, 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 fantasy. So yeah, I'll go with fantasy. Least favorite genre, mystery. Cool. A well-known novel. Never have read any of these. But I have seen Howl's Moving Castle, and I thought that was well-known. Pick a well-known series. The Mortal Instruments, like, oh my god, such a good series. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Great series, like, love these books. Never read any of these, but I've watched the movies for Charlotte's Web and Matilda, and I heard of Nancy Drew, but I like Matilda because it's kind of the drama. Choose a classic. I'm reading Pride and Prejudice right now. I'm really enjoying it. Pick something to drink while you read. Tea. Pick a reading buddy. No, they're not cuddly. Cuddly. Not cuddly. I know what this is, but I can't bring it in my mind. Cat, sometimes cuddly. If you have a cat dog, like the husky, 100%. Oh! I have some books by this author. It's the first series she came out with, Throne of Glass. I'm very excited to read this book. But I'm really wanting to get more books by the author because I heard she's really good and a lot of people has been raving over this book series. So I think I might go with that. Let's go and take the next quiz. It's let's figure out what young adult novel you should read next. Pick a genre you prefer. Fantasy. What else do you like in a story? I like angst. I mean, I like mythical creatures. Don't get me wrong, and magic. But Inks, I like that drama. I need fantasy, but fantasy drama. I need you to be fighting for the kingdom, not for like a boy you love, right? Because like that's kind of weird. What kind of main character do you prefer? Someone true to themselves, a strong feminine character, someone caring and strong, someone who is brave yet gullible, someone who tries to be good, someone who's fearless. I'm gonna go fearless because those characters are usually the ones that I identify most with, because I want to pursue my life in the most fearless way possible. What point of view do you want your book to be in? I'm gonna go with a teenage girl, because I like a good teenage girl, like all of her, because I can relate to those problems, you know, because I'm also a teenage girl, as you can tell. I've read all of these already. I held them up, okay? Like, see, I've read all of these. There's like six books? 6 books, and I've read more than just these. All of the Shadowhunter Chronicles. I have like 2 shelves up here. Like, you can't see it, but they're up here from this series. I'm gonna change my previous answer. This one. Does that last choice not answer? So I'm choosing these. I'll choose this one next. Cool. Is it? Okay, I'm gonna choose a different answer because this is obviously. I'm gonna choose a different for this one. I'm gonna say caring and strong. In this option. Okay. I've never heard of this one before. It sounds like a good movie idea, so I'm glad they turned it into a movie. Well, thank you for joining me today and finding me a book. I am probably going to read A Court of Thorns and Roses, although Dear Evan Heising that looks really good. But yeah, I don't like to live in this world. I like to live in my fantasy world, so I'm gonna go with The Court of Thorns and Roses and buy the rest of the Throne of Glass series. Even though I haven't read it, I'm sure I'm gonna love it, and so I'm buying all of them. So yeah, hope you have a great day, and thank you for joining me.
Many moons ago, I met a dude bro monk at Tampa Bay. He told me a very wise thing. He said, pay attention to when the ramen noodles get mad cold, bruh, because then they're gonna be like, far out. Now I understand he was talking about the 2018 Ford Mustang GT. What's up, everyone? Smacks here. The constant quota of coolness Ford has to apparently uphold every year has sapped the joy and uniqueness of driving a deafening automobile into a drive-in theater. The janky, almost empty mechanics is masked by a facade of stark neon orange that really takes away from the intensity that was once Ford Mustang. This 2018 Ford Mustang is rocking a cylinder engine with about 40 horsepower. The top speed isn't so great, but it has insane acceleration. It can go 2 feet in 0.2 seconds. One crucial detail that really draws me away from its acceleration is the fact that there are no labels on the dashboard, so I'm unable to tell if the car needs maintenance or if it requires oil, which is kind of a letdown. But honestly, if you're into cars and you're about to buy a Ford Mustang, I assume you'll be adept in that sort of subject. When it comes to the aesthetic, I really appreciate the evolution from the earlier 2014 Mustang model. I can really see the growth. However, for this individual particular singular model, I don't really like the neon orange. It doesn't fit with the black rims, and I feel like it just tells people, hey, I am here, now steal my car. The rims don't quite go with the neon orange, but I can always crash it then go to Mako.
Uh-oh, better get Mako.
The interior is pretty sleek and delicious, but what may look like luscious leather is in fact plasticky and unfinished. This may just seem like my opinion, but it is also a fact, unlike yours. Now, my first impression of the drive was less than stellar. At first glance, the car appears to be automatic, but as soon as I get behind the wheel, the feel is entirely manual. It's almost like that debacle in the summer of 17, when AirHog decided to release the Thunder Tracks with cruise control. However, when it came down to water control, the joystick just really screwed with maneuvering, and I had to physically hold my body weight to double over and grab it with my hands. I'd also like to point out the garbage suspension. The literal pothole the size of my auntie's foot rash could tear me apart.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
And of course the brake lights and headlights do not work, but I believe that is a problem with this individual car. Now onto stuff I love about this Mustang. The brakes are phenomenal. No matter how fast I am going, I can stop with literal ease. The tires also have very good traction. I have no problems with sliding if I were to smash the brake really hard. The exhaust notes are indeed unique to the Mustang line, just like any other. However, the pop in this particular model gives me chills that are very pleasurable. Overall, this car is killer, like Tony Montoya in Scarface. It may be lacking in some areas, but those are certainly not things not easily flexible. The manual drive is surprising at first, but once you get used to it, the ride is pretty smooth overall. The only caveat is the suspension, literally utter garbage. Is it a deal breaker? Probably not, because this is in fact a sports car. You're not going to be driving it over the Smoky Mountains. But when it comes to the price range of 15 to 30, I feel like they can bump that down a little bit, especially since suspension is a crucial part of a car. Maybe if you're lucky, you can find it for 10, but I think that's as low as Ross will go. Now, the real question. Should you buy the 2018 Ford Mustang GT? I don't care.
Good girl.
Many. Oh, that's serious, Sean.
Oh, you already read?
Hey, relax.
But then again, this is just my opinion, and many other people may have wrong opinions, but that's okay. That's a really Coach Gale thing to say. All right, next is...
Basically, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be calling up some of my friends and I'm going to ask them a question. I am going to be asking them to tell me something to draw and I'm going to have to draw it because apparently I like to torture myself. So I'm going to be calling up 3 of my friends and asking them, like, tell me something to draw, I'll draw it for you, and I'm going to be drawing it digitally because it's easier and I'm lazy. Also, it'll be easier to give it to them. So we're gonna go ahead and call our first child. Hi! Let me try and get you on speaker. Yeah, okay. There you are. Hello. Hi, I'm here to You're eating mango. Hi, I'm here to torture you.
I have some thoughts today.
Oh,
and I have some creativity because I do not have the drawing skills. I'm dumping it on you.
Oh, that's very nice of you. I appreciate that so much.
It's like a clock lamp where there are clocks in the ground, and it's just a whole bunch of sand. You can have it any color you want, really. But yes, clock lamp. Tons of clocks.
Oh god, you're telling me to draw a landscape. I'm going to be tortured. I have to call other people now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, but also I don't like you. So I have to draw a landscape in basically Clockland. Oh my god. Okay, so now we're going to be calling the second anonymous person. Hello?
Hi.
Hi! Basically, I just needed you to tell me something to draw. You already know the answer, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, Technoblade.
Oh, it's almost like you told me beforehand. I'll do my best. I'll try and make you proud.
Do your best.
I will try. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I appreciate you.
Aww.
So, the second friend wants me to draw Technoblade. You may or may not know, but with the upcoming rising of, like, Minecraft YouTube, I mean, hopefully you know, but I'm gonna have to draw Technoblade. We'll have to, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. So I'm about to call the third person, the last person that I have to call for this. And I absolutely have no idea what they're gonna tell me. Hello?
Hi.
There you are.
I'm just confused why your teacher is making you do this.
My teacher isn't making me do this. He's making me turn in a film project, and this is what I came up with.
Yes.
Oh no.
T-Rex.
A T-Rex.
Tiny top hat in his hands wearing a bow tie.
T-Rex with a tiny top hat in his hands and wearing a bow tie. I almost said holding a bow tie, but I stopped myself. Thank you for letting me torture you, but I'm going to let you go now so you can do your thing.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. So, I've been tasked to draw a T-Rex holding a top hat wearing a bow tie. That shouldn't be that bad, but still.
Dad, did you remember to put ketchup on the shopping list?
Of course I did, but now I can't read it.
Dad, this is why Mom left. You never take anything seriously.